Funster flew from the outside, jumping away fairly well, Spiritito, and Loyalty's away quickly with Palace Glow. Further out on the track was Rare Bits, and there followed just behind them by Featurette. Funster from the outside, coming over to lead just in front now from on the inside. Palace Glow going up to join it on the rail, a length and a half. Featurette, then Rare Bits, Loyalties. Spiritito, Storm and Prince further back, Ooby Dooby. Then Noir Ruler, Panoramic Ladder's very wide. Buster Fagan got into trouble there, back just off midfield. They're followed by Rolling Dice. A long way back, Gianna, who's only got 3 behind it. Don Tane, Princess Tiara, Ferndale, and there's another one last of all, Krasny at the 500-metre mark, and it's Palace Glow on the inside and Funster. A length of Featurette up to third from Rarebit, Storm and Prince when they turn. A gap, Ooby Dooby and Rolling Dice. Into the straight, Palace Glow the inside and Funster. 2 lengths, Featurette out in the middle. Then a gap to Rarebits and further back, Rolling Dice, followed to the outside by Noir Ruler. Funster under pressure and Featurette's on the outside, going up to Palace Glow. Palace Glow a neck in front, Featurette on the outside, levelling up. Palace Glow and Featurette fighting it out from Storm and Prince. Palace Glow's fighting a bit, and Palace Glow gets home 3/4 Featurette. 2 away third, Storm and Prince from Panoramic Lady ran on. Then wider out, Noir Ruler followed by Ferndale. A gap, Rolling Dice. Further back in the race then came Buster Fagan. Then Rare Bits back to the inside. Gianna never came into it. Funster knocked up quickly, followed by Loyalties. Well back, Ooby Dooby, the outside, Princess Tiara. Further back then Don Tane, followed by Krasny, and Spiritito was last of all.
Number 4, Palace Close, 780 and 260. 3 Featurette, 160. 18 Storm and Prince, $13.
Number 4, the winner there, Palace Glow, 760, 260. 3 Featurette, 160. 18 Storm and Prince to pay $13.50 the place.
3 and third going to number 18, Storm and Prince. Numbers here will be 4, 3 and 18. 4, 3 and 18 to the opening race on the card.
Brisbane race number 1.
They're off. And Zapatiato actually was first to leave the barrier stalls. Brave Military jumped well as Zapatiato is going to lose leeway. Say Good Morning looking for the lead, and right up there Natural Is My Name and settling. Say Good Morning, Natural Is My Name and Tsar Royale all punching for the front spot, followed by Stately Rhythm. A length the Starry Way, and then Liaison on the inside of Brave Military. 1 to Ginger Spark, then Zapatiato, Lion's Head. A length and a half further back is Corona Day, and last of all is Strange. Onto the first corner inside the 1,000, and Natural Is My Name is the leader. A half length on Say Good Morning, 2 lengths to Stately Rhythm. On the inside is Tsar Royale and a perfect posse, and tracking the favourite is Brave Military, Starry Way on the inside, and then comes Liaison, Ginger Spark, Zapatiato, Corona Day. Next to last is Lion's Head and 3/4 to Strange. This is the order at the 700, and Natural Is My Name, 3/4 of a length on Say Good Morning. Just over 1 away third is Tsar Royale, followed on the fence by Stately Rhythm. A gap to Starry Way, and then comes Brave Military, Liaison, Corona Day, Ginger Spark, Zapatiato, Strange and Absolute as Lion's Head. Around the corner, Natural Is My Name. First for home from Say Good Morning. Tsar Royale asked for the big effort by Kevin Moses, then Starry Way and Stately Rhythm, and 2 Zapatiato, 200 to go. And Tsar Royale starting to lengthen stride. She gathers in Natural Is My Name and Say Good Morning. Natural Is My Name is fighting back Tsar Royale, and Natural Is My Name. Here's a 2-horse go. Tsar Royale as game as they come, and she'll win. Tsar Royale ahead, Natural Is My Name. Third, Say Good Morning. Fourth, Starry Way. Then Brave Military, Strange, Zapatiato, Stately Rhythm, Ginger Spark, Corona Day, and Lion's Head in company with Liaison, the last 2.
1 Tsar Royale to pay $1.90 and $1.20. 3 Natural Is My Name, $1.60 the place. 8 Say Good Morning, $3.60.
90 and 110. Number 3 will be second, Natural Is My Name, John Powell at $1.90. And number 8 in the third spot, Say Good Morning, written by Jimmy Cassidy, to pay $4.20. The time was 1:33.47. 1:33.47 sectionally at 35.74. The record is 1:30.29. And the winner, trained by Jack Denham for his wife and Wally Truscott, a Bay filly 2, Zabil Dara Princess. Natural Is My Name is a chestnut filly 2 by Naturalism Singles by Anthony Cummings. And the third, Say Good Morning, a filly by Nightshire from Fast Life, Gay Waterhouse. 1, 3 and 8 are official placings on the first of the day, and we're standing by for the official tote dividends. I can tell you that the Quinella will pay $5.80 and the Exacta $6.80.
For way in third placing, it's my... Caulfield on the outside, My Fabulous Star bounced quickly. Going with it, Gladden after the start, and just behind those, Bell Reeve, followed by Kalimna, and Rossetti Gold's getting up on the inside when they settle into stride. Then Southland's Tippy, Native Century the inside, drifting back, Carla's Voice. Further back in the race, Arabian Poppy with two behind it down the side. They are Gilded Saint and Santa's Vixen. The leader is Kalimna going up outside. Rossetti Gold showing some speed today, and it's Rossetti Gold, the fence, and Kalimna, one to Gladden, one Bell Reeve. Native Century on the inside, and My Fabulous Star, three out. A length Southlands from Tippy. Arabian Poppy, the fence, a half, then Carla's Voice, one further back, then Gilded Saint, and two to Santa's Vixen. 5.50 out now. Rossetti Gold on the inside for Jurek, about a neck in front of Kalimna. A length Gladden under some pressure, four wide to the outside, My Fabulous Star. Two to Bell Reeve, Native Century, Southlands, Carla's Voice, Arabian Poppy, and Tippy. Into the straight, Rossetti Gold, Kalimna, and Gladden on the outside from My Fabulous Star, coming at them out wide with a big weight. Gladden got it 10 in front. My Fabulous Star tackles it now. Then Bell Reeve behind those from Kalimna and Rossetti Gold, dropping out with My Fabulous Star into the big weight, spread it away in its home. My Fabulous Star raced away from Gladden and Southlands, and My Fabulous Star, big effort by 2 lengths Gladden. Third is Southlands. Just behind those would have been Gilded Saint from Carla's Voice, Bell Reeve. Further back in the race at Arabian Poppy, Tippy. Further back Kalimna, followed by Santa's Vixen. Second last Rossetti Gold, ridden for pace today, and last of all Native Century.
One My Fabulous Star, 470, 170, 10 Gladden, 510, 5 Southlands, 210.
One My Fabulous Star, $5 and $1.90. 10 Gladden to return $3.90, and 5 Southlands, $2.20. 110.5 there, the second at Caulfield today. National Racing Service, let's clear some more opening calls. We look to the next on the program.
Off they go in the second at Rosehill Gardens, and the early leader is Midwest, about a half length. Now a neck, now ahead on Chippy's Daughter, the Victorian mare. Third on the inside is Mr. Honey as Chippy's Daughter goes to the lead. Donald right behind the leading trio. Fourth inside Gumnut Geiger, who's beautifully posied early. And then Torbellino, followed by Supergrass Vain Victor, about 2 or 3 lengths to Prince of Justice. And a length further back is King of Atlantis. Along to the 1,000 metres they gallop. And Midwest shows the way, can't get to the rails. A half the break, Mr. Honey. Chippy's Daughter eases back in the third spot, followed by Donald at the quarters of Chippy's Daughter, the rails, then Gumnut Geiger, a length and 3/4, then Supergrass and Torbellino, who's on the rails, followed another 2 lengths away, Vain Victor, a half the outside, Prince of Justice, and 2 to King of Atlantis. 700 left to run, no change in the order bar. On the inside, Mr. Honey shading Midwest, 2 lengths Chippy's Daughter, Donald the rails, and then Gumnut Geiger, shaken up a little by Forrester, followed by Supergrass, Vain Victor, Torbellino, Prince of Justice, and King of Atlantis, the tail ender, as they turn for home. 4:20 to run. Mr. Honey leads a half length or so. Second Midwest, and now Gumnut Geiger clenching the bit firmly between her teeth, and Donald can't get out, and Torbellino putting in his claim. They race to the 200. Gumnut Geiger and Torbellino, the favourites, they race clear. 2 lengths on Mr. Honey Midwest, and then Donald. Torbellino the outside, put his nose in front of Gumnut Geiger, resisting solidly. Torbellino, Gumnut Geiger, Torbellino, Gumnut Geiger. Oh, gee, this is almost a dead heat. There's nothing between Torbellino, Gumnut Geiger, Torbellino. King of Atlantis for third. Then Mr. Honey, followed by Midwest, Supergrass, Prince of Justice, Donald, Chippy's Daughter, and Vain Victor was last.
Close go number 8, Gumnut Geiger if it gets it, 421.60. The other one, 4 Torbellino, the favourite, 381.60, and 7 for third, King of Atlantis, 330.
10.150 and Gumnut Geiger number 8, 410 and 160. They were equal favourites. And out of the naked eye, there's not a whisker between them as the line has been reached. Let's have a look and see what's going to happen on the freeze. Oh, gosh. You've got to allow a bit to the outside horse on the close shot. The ground shot showing the nose of Gumnut Geiger marginally in front, and then you've got to allow for the outside Torbellino, but Gumnut's got there. Number 8 has won it. Number 8, Gumnut Geiger is the winner, ridden by Kay Forrester. Number 4 is second, that is Torbellino, ridden by Len Beasley. And number 7, King of Atlantis, third, ridden by Jason Lee, and its toe dividend is 270. So the numbers officially are 8, 4, 7. So punters certainly worked that race out with Gumnut Geiger by Geiger Counter from Mascarena. A race by Mr. J and Mrs. L. Westneath, the hat-trick to Gumnut Geiger. 28 starts, 6 wins, 4 seconds, 6 thirds. John Sires, Kevin Forrester, beating Torbellino. A brown gelding for Bellotto, touring girl, Bill Mitchell, then Beasley. And number 7, King of Atlantis, New Atlantis, Jen Fina, bay gelding 5, Jeff Borger, Jason Lee. And number 5 ran fourth. That was Mr. Honey. They've run 1:31.43, just under 4 seconds outside the record, and 35.79 the sectional. The Quinella 680, Exacta paid $13.70, and the trifecta $78. Now, what can you tell us about Morphettville, Rodney?
Big field there for race 2.
Off and running now. Sack the Maid, hit and run, have bounced quickly. Also away well as High Vegas after the start. Blazing Aura just behind those settling down, and Aubrey is going forward now. Further back then Malinti, who's over nearer the rail. Lady of the Manor just inside it. Now, when they sort themselves out, High Vegas led from Aubrey, and on the inside, then Blazing Aura travelling forward from Sack the Maid. Then Malinti followed by Lady of the Manor, and then hit and run at Spring again. Further back, Amalfi Drive, a length and a half, then Desert Mistral. Then came Kevlar, and about 6 to the last couple. This Lardy Dar on the outside of Tuscany Girl. At the 600-metre mark, Blazing Aura, Lady of the Manor just in front now from High Vegas third, a length and a half, Malinti fourth. Aubrey fifth outside it, one to hit and run around the outside of its Spring again, who just had to ease there in the red and black colours. Back of the inside, Amalfi Drive at a gap, Desert Mistral and Sack the Maid. Into the straight, Blazing Aura took the lead from Lady of the Manor. Malinti gets into the clear, goes after the leader now from High Vegas, and down the outside, Hit and Runners finishing off pretty well. Blazing Aura in front, Malinti struggling, and Hit and Runners picking them up now from its Spring again, and Desert Mistral late. It's Hit and Run hitting the front now. It's Spring again is after it from Desert Mistral. Hit and Run in front though, and Hit and Run scores nearly a length to its Spring again, ahead third Desert Mistral. Then Amalfi Drive, Blazing Aura further back from Aubrey. Then Malinti followed by High Vegas. Further back in the race then the inside Tuscany Girl ran on. So too did Miss Lardy Dar. A gap, Sack the Maid. Well back was Lady of the Manor, and near the tail here is Kevlar.
And number 9, Hit and Run, 17.40 and 4.73 at Spring again, $2. 4 Desert Minstrel, $1.80.
9 Hit and Run, 17.40 and 4.70. Number 3 at Spring again to pay $1.90, and 4 Desert Mistral, a place dividend of $1.90. Dividend rate.
Away they go, and immediately Noble Challenge dropped out to the tail of the field, and Tanya Randell takes Durham straight to the front by a length and a half on Paris duo Dr. Harry, followed closely by Shifting, and then a break to Solid 54 Finance. Azar the inside, and Rock Point can't get anywhere near the rails, followed then by Power Factor, Sorkram, Fraud, and 2 or 3 lengths to Noble Challenge. 700 to go, and the speedy Durham put 4 lengths now on Dr. Harry, a length to Azar, slipping up on the inside of Paris duo. Little more than a length of Finance, and then Shifting, Rock Point, Solid 54 Sorkram. This lead has got a mile in front, Durham. Third last is Fraud, Noble Challenge and Power Factor, the 2 behind him as they round the corner. And Durham for Tanya Randell straightens up, getting away from the rails, getting towards the centre, but must be about 4 lengths on Azar and 2 lengths to Dr. Harry. 200 to go, and Durham out near the centre of the track. Azar on the inside is getting very close to Durham. Durham can't pick its feet up. Azar hits the front, and then Sorkram followed at the head of the others by Noble Challenge. It's Azar in front. Sorkram and Noble Challenge coming at Azar. Azar still the leader, and it'll get the money. Azar from Noble Challenge, or Sorkram the inside. Fraud next, then Shifting, followed home by Finance. Oh, do you think Durham got the staggers in the last 200? Beat a few in, and they were Paris duo, Solid 54, Power Factor, Dr. Harry and Rock Point. Azar's got the money, a notable ring wobbler, but too good.
8 Azar to pay $4.10, $1.80. 1 Noble Challenge, $3. 11 Sorkram, $4.70.
Jimmy rode him with kid gloves, and Azar too good at $4.30 and $1.80. 4.30 and $1.80. Second and third will rest between 1 Noble Challenge, $2.80. Yes, it's got second, number 1, and number 11 in the third spot, Sorkram, and it will pay $4.40. Well, didn't Durham get the staggers? Couldn't pick its feet up over the last 200 metres after setting a scorcher. They've run 1:12.05. This track probably worse than dead. 1:12.05, 36.98. You probably couldn't call it slow, but it's probably closer to slow than dead, really. And the winner, Azar, is one of the Harry Lawton syndicated horses, and Harry has a part share. Harry's recovering after a triple bypass in Melbourne, and he's making great progress, and he shares ownership of Azar with A. Roberts, Mrs. L. Chandler, P. Miller, J. Little and Mrs. B. Duff. A brown gelding for Ken Mayer at Toz, and Anthony Cummings, Jimmy Cassidy training and riding The runner-up there, Noble Challenge. Spec in the market, a Geiger counter gelding out of a Sweet Way, Bob Thompson, Andrew Payne, and Sukram is a bay gelding by Snardee from Rangiora, a 4-year-old. Bart Cummings, Lisa Crop. Number 4 ran 4th, and that was Fraud. The winning margin was a half a length ahead, second and third, a half length ahead, 36.98 sectional. Quinella, $20.20. The exacta paid $48.30, and the trifecta $480.90.
They're off and running this time. Accuse on the inside's gone away with them. Kroner's Deal a little bit tardy away, and Strike Force bounced quickly with it. Sedane. They're showing speed now, and they settle down from Puissant King. Further out, Desert Light. From the outside is Eastern Rory going around the outside. It's Sedane kept the lead from Strike Force where they settled. Puissant King went up second. Fourth the outside, then came Desert Light. They're followed by Eastern Rory out deep, a length and a half. Then further back, Rancho Red very wide around Raptor. On the outside of those, Lord Howard. Kroner's Deal is drifting back from Modern General. Accuse on the inside. Then Gold Boom is very deep around the outside of all the aces. Further back in the race, then Kilkia as this leader, It's Sedane, bolts out in front. Further back in the race, Calvin at about 4 or 5 lengths. Last of all is Western Magic. The leader at the 650-metre mark, It's Sedane, about 6 lengths in front now from Puissant King, and Eastern Rory third. 2 further back in the race, Strike Force from Desert Light. A few of these are starting to chase hard now from Raptor. 2 further back, Mr. Machiavelli, followed by Modern General. Then Lord Howard, well back, Accused on the inside from Kilkia. Around the turn, It's Sedane straightened 4 or 5 lengths in front from Puissant King and Eastern Rory, and then Strike Force into the clear. Then Raptor, Desert Light, Accused, and further back, Mr. Machiavelli, followed by Kilkia. This leader, It's Sedane, getting very tight at the 150. He's gone. Strike Force has got him on the outside. It's hit the lead, Strike Force. Race is clear from Eastern Rory, Raptor. Then Accused, the outside, Kilkia, but Strike Force is coming away. Late through is all the aces to grab second. Photo third, Kilkia, or Raptor, and further back in the race out wide, Shows On. Then Mr. Machiavelli, Accused back on the inside with Puissant King. Then Eastern Rory, Desert Light, Gold Boom. Well back, Modern General, Calvin. Then Lord Howard, followed by It's Sedane. He went mad in front. Followed further back by Western Magic, Kroner's Deal, and Red Rancho as last of all.
11 Strike Force, $14 and $4.80. 17 all the aces at $7.70 for third. 5 Kilkia, $4.90. 10 Raptor, $4.50.
On the Super Tab, 11 Strike Force to pay $13.70 and $4.30. 17 all the aces, $12.20. Those for third. 5 Kilkia, $3.90, or 10 Raptor to pay $4.40. Nathan Stanley, the winning rider.
The print for third.
There's correct weight. Gold Coast race round 314. Number 5 Kilkia running third at Caulfield.
11.17.5 there on race.
They're racing this time. Our Silky Oak and Peep on the Sly fast away. Indigo's began nicely. Centrofold dropping back shortly after the start. Lomas and License Renewed going forward in the early part. And Yakina Bay is coming across from out wide, but he's about 6 deep in the run to the post the first time. Cronus is on the outside of Shindig. Somojo is drifting back in the field with Zero Limit. Then Giacanachi and Centrofold to the rear. Going to the turn out of the straight, 1,600 metres out. Lomas is just in front of Licensed Renewed. A length away third is Fatal, pulling a little hard on the outside. One to Peep on the Sly. Oh, our Silky Oak just brushed the Raz and brushed it again. As they go to the turn out of the straight, she was just cramped up over on the inside. Yakina Bay is trapped off the track. He's 3 wide. Then there's a gap of 2 to Intergaze, who's going a little hard. Carmody really swinging on to him at the moment. Shindig is next. 1 to Cronus. Then Zero Limit. Well back in the field is Somojo on the outside. A length then to Giacanachi, and last of all is Centrofold. They're racing into the back now. 1,100 metres to go, and Yakina Bay had no option. It was either sit out wide or let him loose. And he's moved up on the outside of Lomas to go to the lead now. He's 1 off the fence. Yakina Bay a neck in front of Lomas. Fatal is 1.5 away third. License Renewed is 4th on the rails. 1 to Peep on the Sly. Our Silky Oak is 6th on the rails. A length to Intergaze, and then Shindig, Cronus, Zero Limit, Somojo. Then Giacanachi on the outside of Centrofold. As they come down the side with the advantage of the inside running, it's Lomas going to the lead again. 650 metres to go. Lomas is just in front of Yakina Bay. A length away third is on the outside there, Fatal, and neck back 4th on the rails is License Renewed. There goes Somojo, sprinting up quickly about 4 horses deep, going up on the outside of Intergaze. Intergaze is taking off as well. Cronus and Peep on the Slide just behind them, and then our Silky Oak and Shindig. She's been relegated back to the rear as they head for home. Yakina Bay and Lomas, they're fighting it out. Intergaze is chiming in on the outside. Cronus is getting into the clear, or he's going to come with a big run, I think, Cronus. It's Yakina Bay just in front of Intergaze. Cronus is up to third, trying hard to reach them. Yakina Bay's giving plenty. Yes, Yakina Bay got away from Indigo's and Cronus, and Yakina Bay's too strong in the run home, pulled away to win by a length. It's Yakina Bay first, second Indigo's, and third Cronus, followed by Shindig running on, then Somojo. Peep on the slide next, followed in by Lomas, our Silky Oak, then Fatal, Zero Limit, Licence Renewed, Jack and Archie and Centrofold last home.
7 Yaquina Bay, 340, 160. 1 Intergaze, 380, 3 Cronus, 360.
Okay, 7 Yakina Bay to pay 360, 150. 1 Intergaze, 450. 3 Cronus, 280. Replay Greyhounds in a moment.
Lad, $10. And presses the button, there they go. And immediately dropping out to the tail of the field, Astro Boy with Brown Eyed Girl and Venticello. And now as the hour's speed straight to the front, a length or so on Gallant Lad. LA Longe third and Zulu Chief is running fourth. Followed closely by Light Year on the outside, a length and a half Dance on Wind. And then comes She Has Class. Perpetual Check on the rails, 2 lengths to Red Furno, a length Astro Boy, and then here's Ronnie. Followed by Powers, Venticello and Brown Eyed Girl back to the tail. 1,000 metres left to gallop. And now as they are in front, 3/4 of a length on Gallant Lad. A length to LA Longe, tending to over race a little bit on the inside of Zulu Chief, and a couple to Light Year and Perpetual Check. A length and a half further back in the field, then She Has Class, followed by Dance on Wind. Astro Boy's over on the rails, and then Red Furno, followed by Powers, and here's Ronnie. Venticello next to last, and Brown Eyed Girl brings up the rear. 600 to go. Now as they are, 2 lengths LA Longe, a half length further out on the track, Gallant Lad, followed by Zulu Chief, and then Perpetual Check, Light Year. A length She Has Class, Red Furno, Astro Boy, Powers, and Dance on Wind heads the remainder as they straighten up, and now as they are, a length on LA Longe, Perpetual Check the inside from Zulu Chief, and then comes Light Year. Now LA Longe quickly sprinting up to now as they are, and LA Longe hits the front narrowly from now as they are. Perpetual Check, Zulu Chief and Light Year. It's LA Longe drifting out towards the Equitrack, still the leader on the inside, Perpetual Check, but LA Longe beat now as they are. Perpetual Check and Light Year in a photo for the minor, and then Zulu Chief, Venticello, Astro Boy, Gallant Lad, followed by Ears Ronnie, and then came Red Furno, She Has Class, followed by Powers, Dance on Wind, and Brown Eyed Girl at the tail of the field. LA Longe, number 8, ridden by Cameron Swan, the winner. Number 8, LA Longe, drifted out towards the Equitrack, has paid $4.90 for the win, $1.70 for the place. And in yesterday's press, LA Longe was being quoted at around 10 to 1. Hence 2KY Marilyn, who gives her long shot tip at 25 to 9 on a Friday morning, tipping LA Longe. And obviously with the support for her tip these days, the horses come down and ended up at 490 and 170. Number 7 is second now as they are, ridden by Andrew Payne. It's paid $3.40. And number 9 is third, and that is Light Year, ridden by Corey Brown. And it has paid $2.90. 8, 7 and 9 LA Longe, trained by Max Lees for A. Harris, N. Tai, J. Lau, M. Lee and J. Lou. Bred by J. Lau, by Air de France from Niall Gardenia, a Bay Filly 3. Cameron Swan, the rider. Now as the R is by Iades from Jig Time, a Bay Filly 3. Gay Waterhouse, Andrew Payne. And Light Year is a Brown Gelding 3. Balapsy, Miss Kerry Jordan, Corey Brown.
8 LA 492 even on Super Tab. 7 now is the hour. 310. 9 Light 280. Treble for all the 8s. 888 should return $220.70.
Yellow over on the nearer the inside. 8, 7, 9, 6.
1400 metres. Caulfield race 5, the all clear given, and they're racing now. Greenwich a bit slow from the outside. Glass Cutter jump well. Principe Walk will go forward in the early part. Away well also Dry Humour. Derham was up there in the early part, and even wider on the track, Whistle Up is coming across. Lord Matthews about 6th on the rails, and then Propose a Toast, and also Suburbia. Wide Dancing Sculptor, then Space Cash, the Prior Star Cossack. Greenwich getting back in the field. Savrock is just inside it, 2 lengths away. 2 Shy Stat, and over on the inside is Cotton Hall now drifting back to the rear as they come down the side now. 800 metres to go. Hunza Court was able to work through nearer the inside to lead Dry Humour. Principe Walk 3 out. Glass Cutter's getting up along their inside now to make it a line of 4. Here's the grey on the rails, Glass Cutter. Then behind those, Whistle Up, Suburbia. On the fence, Lord Matthew. Between runners, Propose a Toast. They're well bunched. A length and a half to the prior. Star Cossack on the rails. Dancing Sculptor under pressure. Space Cash giving ground. Savrocket deep out from Shystad, Greenwich and Cotton Hall as they turn, and Just Anything on the inside. Glass Cutter led into the straight from Principe Walk. A length and a half to Lord Matthew. Dry Humour further out with Whistle Up, and then Propose a Toast. Just Anything, but it's the grey Glass Cutter at the 200, 2 in front of Principe Walk, who can do no more. Whistle Up runs on, and then Lord Matthew, but it's Glass Cutter back into the winners list today. Glass Cutter, Whistle Up to second, then Principe Walk, but Glass Cutter's too good, wins it by 2.5 lengths. Glass Cutter first, Whistle Up's run second, third Principe Walk, and then Lord Matthew further back to Shystad. Dancing Sculptor did a good job. Cotton Hall made up some ground, then Just Anything back to the rails from Greenwich and Propose a Toast and Suburbia. Dry Humour weakened out of it from Star Cossack. Savrocket didn't give a yelp, and then came Derham, Space Cash the prior, and Hunza Court back at the rear of the field.
Runner from Burning Sensation, Tari Waco made it a line of 3. 2 lengths.
Racing, and a beautiful start too. One of the smartest away was Razorblade, commencing pretty well on the inside of Scorpic, and here's Brittany Miss looking for the lead. A length and a half further back, Lador Magic, followed closely by Double Angle, and then Duendi Graphics Contentious, and close up last Shoshaloza inside the 1,000, and Razorblade keen to run, leads a half length on Brittany Miss, a length Lador Magic third, Scorpic fourth on the inside, and then Double Angle, 2 lengths Duendi and Graphics, who's on the outside, and a couple of the joint tail enders, Shoshaloza inside of Contentious coming down the side. 700 left to go, and Razorblade a neck on Brittany Miss, wider Lador Magic, about 3/4 from the leaders. Scorpic the Victorian parked inside Double Angle, and then comes Graphics racing outside Duendi from Contentious and Shoshaloza. This is the order to the turn at the 500 metres, and Razorblade leads about a neck on Brittany Miss. The 2 fancied candidates swing a length away in third spot, a Scorpic, followed by Lador Magic, and then Double Angle and Graphics down to the 250, and Razor on the inside, Razorblade and Brittany Miss. Razorblade a neck, Brittany Miss, Graphics coming at the pair of them, and then Double Angle. Razorblade giving plenty, Brittany Miss the first beaten, Graphics the danger to Razorblade, but Razorblade will not give in. She's coming away. Slashing performance by Razorblade. It beats Graphics and Contentious, and then Double Angle followed home on the inside, Duendi. A break of a length, Brittany Miss badly in neither of the run, I'd reckon, and then Lador Magic, Shoshaloza and Absoluta Scorpic. By gee, she's a good filly, this.
6 Razorblade, 320, 150, 3 Graphics to pay 175, Contentious to pay $3.60. More from Ian in a moment. We need to update this Adelaide first leg of the double. 1 Miss Tesla, 370, 150 in favourite. 2 My Brighty, a 51.12. 3 Von Ann, 520, 190, and late mail special. 4 Prairie, 750, 240. 5 Mine Gold, 13.
The line, in fact, the rank outsider of the field. About to come up now, Von Ann. Once they get Spectrum in fact, Spectrum turned away. Von Ann goes in. She's broken out badly, though. Prairie goes up. Just 3 to move in. Spectrum, Miss Tesla, and the locally trained Classy Babe. Beautiful day. Absolutely superb day for Derby Day. We've got the breakfast with the stars here on Tuesday morning, with the support of Sky Channel, Tab Radio and Living Health, etc. Free breakfast. Everyone's welcome to come along and watch the good gallopers in action. Heading up to next weekend's big weekend of racing. The Goodwood, the Cup, etc. And the South Australian Oaks, to mention but 3. Sengigi Beach is right. Arakazar's set. Classy Babe is locked away. Prairie looks to be standing quietly. The light is on. Away they go in the